Hey everybody, I wanted to show you a little clip of a truck on a no truck road. He is fixing to cross a 3-ton bridge. If you'll look to the right of him as he crosses over it, you can see the sign. But he's fully loaded, 53-foot trailer with a blue Century pulling it. He should not have been down in there. He was not from our area. The company is a small company. I just hope that he made it where he was going safely and makes better decisions in the future. I'm glad that he didn't cave in that bridge. What I'm going to be shooting today is I just wanted to bring y'all a little bit of encouragement. I know the market is tough. And I know that a lot of us have watched these major companies falter. I think it was 7 of the little bit bigger companies that went bankrupt pretty, abruptly. And there's been a lot of our friends in the owner-operator space that have went belly up or just decided that they're not making enough money, that it's just not worth it. Because being out here doing the owner-operator gig is not easy. It's something that you don't, when you park your truck at home, you don't leave your truck. Really, your truck's always in your mind. You're always thinking about how to make a profit, where your loads are going to be, what day you need to schedule to go where, and it really can wear on you, and your fuel bills, your insurance bills, and now they're talking about raising insurance up again. They're talking about easing up the log restrictions, but if they do that, that could cause us to have more delay time at the shippers and receivers. It's such a volatile industry. There's no shame for anybody that has decided to get out of it. The only shame in my book that comes is whenever you have drivers for your trucks and you drop them like a rock without a warning and without a paycheck. That's when you should be ashamed. That's when there's shame in the game. You knew your business was sick. You should have done something before you had to close your doors abruptly. That's just my opinion. I mean, to grow a business to that size, y'all are not idiots. You knew it was coming, but you wanted to wait to the last minute and you didn't give your drivers any heads up. That's when I say shame on you, trucking companies. All right, sorry, I'm going to get off that soapbox. But there's no shame in the owner-operators that decide to leave the industry right now because it's so rough out there. But to those that are still in it, I want to tell y'all to keep fighting, keep swinging. Every day, make that money because one day the rates are going to go back up. They might even go back up to $3 a mile. If you're making it and have made it this far, you might be one of those drivers in 10 years that gets to look back and say, look, I made it through the Great Freight Recession of 2019. That would be something to say. That would be another badge you could put on your jacket. You made it through a hard time in trucking. Now, the rates could go down even further. The national average might even get to $1.50 a mile. And that's going to be hard for the owner-operators to survive. It's hard to survive at $1.80, but it's going to be a lot harder to survive at $1.50. That's going to put a lot of people driving these owner-operator trucks that are just barely making their notes, and they're not even hardly going to be paying themselves. So, that being said, I'm hoping that everybody is putting money aside when they can. Take care of that truck. Make sure it's not going to give you some big bills. And if you're planning on getting in the owner-operator realm, on the spot market realm, it's not impossible to make it right now. But if you come, do your homework. Study, make strategic decisions. Like I think Jeff Light put up a video about fantasy loads. Me and Steve Allington was talking about that today. it's a great idea to get out there and make sure there's freight in your area. That's the way I did it. Not necessarily running fantasy loads, but I was making sure that there was freight in my area because I live in the backwoods of Mississippi. But definitely do your homework. Make sure that you can make it. I mean, even check the insurance and fuel prices. There's going to be some changes in the industry over the next year or two. And I hope that everybody's going to be watching what's going on and will be prepared. And great channels will go and spread the word when things happen so that we can educate some people. Because it's through trying to hire a driver, I have met a lot of guys that really don't know the industry. I mean, they're just strictly a company driver. They don't want to know any more past that. We need to educate our brethren out here on the roads. Anyway, God bless, and I'll catch y'all on the next ride.